Hi and welcome. My name is Katrina and this is our Vampire the Masquerade stream as season 2 titled The Tower, a City in Peril, episode 35. And yes, this is no surprise. As usual, I would like to introduce my beautiful players as well as their characters. And we'll see if Mariana gets it right this time.
I am Siobhan York. I play Marianne. No, that was not. Marianne. I play Siobhan Price. 10th generation Toyota.
Hi, I'm Tare. I'm playing Christopher Masters, a 10th generation Ventru who would be prince. One day.
All hail
Or
the
night.
king.
Perhaps we should say night. One night.
You will last longer.
Well, we almost got to see the sunlight
Last time.
a couple episodes back. Oh, well.
Oh, yeah.
Alien sky sunlight, or... yeah, well.
Hello, my name is Örjan, and I'm playing the role of Sean, a 9th generation gang role. He survived!
They survived! Everyone survived! So far.
So far.
Oh,
So far,
what
so
do you mean
good, so
everyone
what?
survived? Because there was quite a few we didn't want to, so we weren't particularly interested in surviving.
Oh, don't, it's none of your concern, little one. Don't think of it. All right. Last episode, we left our characters as they rejoined in the Velvet Rope for yet another discussion on what would be the next move. It seems they have perhaps, like, they can jump the gun a bit on the state and the future of the city. They have a lot of good cards in their hands, so to speak, in this game. Let's just hope they play it right. For the politics and for the heart.
No promises.
I'm counting on it. All right, let's get straight into the scene, shall we? The Velvet Rope, you all gathered.
I'm still behind the counter with my fake drink. Well, it's a real drink, but yeah. Still not really paying attention to what they're talking about.
Mind is somewhere else, perhaps.
Yeah.
Did we notice that Shiv is lost in her own little
Oh,
train
you
of thought?
can
Or
do it,
are
you
we
can
too...
do
Well,
it.
you've been rambling on your
it's completely-
political thing, so maybe not.
Maybe wits awareness?
Yeah, awareness, yeah. Not composure, awareness. Thank you.
Or insight.
I mean,
Insight is more
would
distracting her
probably
more. Probably insight, because we notice she is there. We're just going to notice whether or not she is.
Yeah, intentions. Yeah, even
yeah.
better. Like, I love when I don't have to decide. It's like, I'm just like, that sounds good. We're going with that.
And I think we know that when you say perception, we know what you mean.
I can't get rid of the old system in my head.
No, it's
Thank
hard.
you.
Played too many years with it.
Too many years with the old system.
3
5
successes.
successes.
Well, you just had a conversation with me, so...
Yeah, so does Shiv hide her state?
No.
No. Well, it's dripping off her that she is lost in thought and her demeanor is troublesome.
Chris shoots Sean a glance and...
So we'll give Shiv the role as sheriff then, right, Chris? He says.
Yeah, sounds like
quite
an excellent
loud.
idea. Excellent idea.
And see if we get a reaction.
Does she even listen to their
No.
chitter-chatter?
No, but
Or
it's
maybe-
not
or maybe
chit-chat.
even
This
better,
is-
maybe
She's
even
just
better,
like,
maybe.
I'm
This
just
is
like
loud
holding
and to
the
her.
glass and just like
Or maybe
seeing
we
the
should put
liquid
her on
going
the throne
around
as
the
prince.
spiral, the bubbles.
Yeah,
it's just-
Shiv can be prince. I think so. I think she make an excellent prince.
We'll...
Don't
I'll
you
pick
think,
up
Shiv?
my phone, I'll look at Leo's number,
So what do you
put
think
it
about that,
down in
Shiv?
my pocket again.
Earth to Shiv.
Sorry. What?
Yeah, you just got elected prince.
We're putting you on the throne.
Yeah.
Yep. I'll
I
walk over to
didn't-
her.
Die to become prince. No
Okay,
thanks.
right,
princess.
You're right there. You seem perplexed, like that dude from Denmark.
I didn't
prince
know
from
that
Denmark.
you.
Dude from Denmark.
Oh, I remember something. I mean, you spent like 6 hours with it trying to knock those cliff notes into my head so I could pass my English finals. So don't be surprised that something actually stuck.
Can't even remember if you did.
Did what?
I did. C minus, but anyway, I did.
Yeah, it's confusing.
Everyone, so they keep telling you it's the choice you're battling with, isn't it? Who to save?
When you say it like that, it seems so crass.
Sometimes it's best to cut through everything. Shiv, look at me. I'll look into her eyes. One thing I'm fellas at love is that whatever it comes to, you generally exceed expectation. If Marshall says there can only one, fuck him. Prove him wrong. Get them both back.
Could probably be 3.
Are we talking about the Wild Rose or the aspect that is the
I mean,
other lady?
she's an innocent as well, right? It wasn't her choice.
None of them.
No, but no, it wasn't her choice. But
I'm not sure.
I don't think it would be that easy to explain to her. Yes, we threw your beloved down a well, shot him in the face, blew him up, and then just generally, killed him trifecta.
Killed them dead.
Yeah, I think then we'd have to kill her again. So, quite frankly, she trusted the wrong person. She paid a horrible price for it, but
maybe there are more people in there. Not just
there
3.
is.
The question is, what was Trixie doing that close when that happened? And well,
she hadn't been hidden to him since that event, I believe. I don't know, but it didn't seem like he were able to see her. Not at least when we've seen them in the same place.
No, but I was thinking when the Wild Rose died. I mean, why was she there?
I know,
was she
but
there?
maybe it has something to do with it. But no, yes, it is the choice that I'm
maybe.
thinking of, and no, I don't know what I'm doing.
Or maybe Marshall is right after all. Maybe there is some sort of loom of faith that weaves itself through the tapestry, and he nudges things here and there.
In this exact moment, the container of the soul of these vampires is safe. It's staked. It's immobilized.
What does that mean?
But does it mean that...
You don't have to decide now.
Well, either way, you need to find a suitable way to do it. I mean, do we even know how this is going to be done? Do you even know what it takes? I mean, I understand
I know a little. I know that I need vessels. I need
suitable
our kind.
Vessels.
Yeah. There are rules.
Well, then you need to pick someone out there as well. But okay, making decisions is tough, especially life and death situation. It's not a good feeling to have to do that.
I think you all
but
know who's helping me.
I can take a gander. I can take a gander of who, depending, knowing who knows who knows that owes us a favor and are well versed in such mystic affairs. But try to get them both. That's my advice. Go for jackpot.
Him her blood, and
that is a little bit worrisome.
Yeah, because I'll get in. How much in detail was Chris taught about the Tremere?
You have been schooled. You are you are in the most in the know. JJ, for the time you were in the house with JJ, she basically slammed you even almost to the book of knowledge. She was like, one day you will be king. you will rule with all the knowledge of the houses.
And we
the
know that
Camarilla.
Trixie is old.
But
Very
it's
Though
not
those
Trixie's
two are the only ones who actually tasted her
blood.
blood, so they're the only ones who would actually know how powerful. But, ooh.
Yeah,
And this is the thing, Sean is not actually affected by the blood, so to speak. He thinks, yes, he's like, Wild Rose should be saved. Like, he's all for that. He's thinking that's a good idea. He has slaked his hunger on very old blood, but he doesn't seem to be affected by this insanely old blood. So there is magic in the blood.
Yeah. Trade. Well, that... I can certainly understand why you have an extra interest in helping.
yeah. See, actually, I don't want to call it obsessed, but he sounded very motivated by it.
But we said unknown possibilities at our feet.
You see, the blood is power to them. It's what fuels their ritualistic magic.
I was supposed to bring her to him, but I changed the plans because I know I know what I'm doing is not smart, and I know that if you were in my shoes, you would have done it completely differently.
I'm glad I'm not
But
in
at
your
least
shoes.
I think by having her here, regardless of that being tonight or, I don't know, in the future, I still need to control that narrative. I still need to
Well, yeah.
have that, I don't want to call it power, but I don't want to give them up to him that easily.
No, do not do that. It's not that I don't trust him to...
But I don't trust him.
It's not that I don't... It's not that I believe that he would betray your deal, but it is a most tempting price for him. So he might very well... I would be surprised if he wouldn't try to... What shall I say? Make the outcome most advantageous to himself. And if it comes down between having said price or not, I am uncertain how far he would be willing to go. He seems smarter than any open provocative backstabbing, but you never know. But most definitely make sure you get your value for the deal, because that's some price.
I mean, I can. You both know what I would do, and I know that you wouldn't agree with me at all. But my thoughts were to pick up the newbies in town, this Leo and his sister. But I recently found out that they are of your clan, Chris.
They went through. Well,
and they're residing at one of your hotels, I believe.
Most likely would be if they were true. It wouldn't be unheard of the
and
clan leader to put up in one. Is I'll talk with JJ to her discreetly to her if she knows anything of them.
But this is not disconcerting to you. I know Shiv is eye on the ball, but for you two, she's willing to sacrifice two that had done none.
Completely innocent.
Completely innocent, has done nothing. That show up to an invitation.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to confront her with that exactly right now.
No, but
I don't think she's like. Doesn't she? She sounds.
I would have said something if the GM didn't intersect with that knowledge, but.
But yeah, then again, I mean, well, we should probably roll for it. I mean, it's like feeling a bit bad for them, but I don't personally know them.
No, but
sure.
I mean, but again,
if it could be Trixie or them, I would generally say Trixie in a heartbeat.
If we had this conversation in game, she would have maybe touched upon that.
But I'm just saying he has this notion. So this is in his mind. If he wants to speak of it, he does. If he doesn't, he does not.
But do not give the body over. That's I support your decision there. Keep it with you until the moment comes, and as far as possible, if and when the time comes, try to make sure that it can be done on your turf.
That's already arranged.
Good, because again,
I'm not letting my side of them. I can't. This whole thing with
vessels.
The Black Lily, the Dark Duke, the Black Duke, it's fucking with my mind. Because my mind, my heart is saying, run, fast, go, do it now.
But you have all the time in the world.
I would counsel you to take some time to make the decision. Take some time to make a plan to make sure that you have the best possible chance of success. And when you do, if it comes down to the hard choice, then in that moment, trust your heart then, and decide then and there, instead of anguishing it, because you can go back and through, to and fro, guess, second guess, and third guess yourself all the way up until the moment when things happen.
And that'll drive you crazy.
Yeah. Go for both, and if that turns out to be impossible, make the choices then and there based by the feeling of in your heart. I can give you no better counsel on that.
I just wish there was some way I could talk to them.
That would probably be hard without bringing them out of torpor, which... Well... Just as a side effect that it might be a very ancient, ravenous, hungry, angry, scared, violent thing. It's also the question of what happens. I mean, how long will the wild rose be in charge before the others fade? Do we know that? Is there any...
I don't think... That was one of the problems, I think.
So right now they're in stasis. So right now they're in stasis, I would presume. Bound by the flesh that they inhabit, I would guess.
Prison.
Yeah, essentially.
And we have no idea how long they will remain in torpor after we remove the stake.
Oh, I don't dare do that.
No, I wouldn't. Right now, staked, preserved.
I look down at my phone and I delete the number.
To Leo. Yeah, damn. That's a choice. All right.
Well, she still has his number on a card, so...
Yeah, but she's... At this moment, she's making at least a decision.
But still, the night is... You're having a meeting later tonight, was that so, Shiv, with your clan? About the affair with Diana?
Yes. I haven't thought about that much. I used to get information from Alexander, but I didn't actually thought I would go through with it. Not tonight.
They all regarded Diana very highly. At least that was my impression. I'm certain that if
well, if I'm going to do anything, well, I still need to bury her. I still need to.
But that can wait till you have the time to process it.
But yeah, if I'm going through with the meeting, I have a letter to write.
Do that. Write the letter, and make sure that the clan understands the necessity of electing a new primogen as fast as possible. And I implore you, make sure they pick you. You have one thing that sets apart from many others in the city, and that is a determination that outshines the most, even myself at some points.
It's true.
You would be a good leader for them.
A leader who would sacrifice everything for stupid.
For a clansmate, you would sacrifice everything for a clansmate. You're not thinking about using any of them. You're thinking about bringing back your lover, your sire. You're willing to sacrifice everything to protect.
What separates that from what the sheriff did?
Depends on how you do it, I guess. I mean, picking.
Don't go sacrificing babies.
Yeah.
I think that's generally a bad thing.
Hundreds and hundreds of innocent souls to some gigantic monster living in a pit in the ground. There's a difference.
It's dead, right? It's gone.
Look towards Sean. You were there, Sean.
Yeah, it was a bright light. The young one in that room. She was like a nuclear bomb.
Two suns in the sunset.
She was like a sunrise.
No wonder she's still sleeping. That and we technically... The three of us couldn't do what one little human child did. The power in her is scary.
She's so normal human.
The power in that girl is... It's frightening. Though I do take a bit of comfort.
No, it's not frightening. It's beyond that. It's the power in that lass is salvation.
Because it's in her. I mean, I would dread anyone else possessing such a power. Hell, I'd be scared if I were even close to wielding it myself. I don't think I would be able to do it justice the way she does.
No, you're too much of a bastard to wield a power like that.
And how? I can tell a lot of things, but for one reason or not, even though her kind is sworn to hunt, well, our kind technically, I do not fear her. There is not evil in her heart in any way, shape, or form. Not even the same kind of vengeance that the two others, like Cal and Amber had.
There's absolutely no vengeance in her. Apparently, I think I met her sister down there, in the shape of a ghost. And if her sister was down there.
Yeah, apropos ghost, you really need to do something about your garage.
Well, maybe you can get some hunters if you know someone.
No, that's... Yeah.
But maybe Sean needs to pay that penance himself.
Yeah, probably. But anyway, I digress.
Yes.
But like I said, I implore you, Shiv. It would be also, and I say this as a friend, I do believe it would be good for you as well. I mean, I'm not going to hide the fact that it would help me, of course, but it would be good for you and it would be good for Sean and all of us to be able to have hands in the wheels of what's going to happen in this city.
And to have focus on something, so we don't fall into the beast.
Keep us on a straight and narrow, such to speak, or on the crooked and
bent,
underhanded bent, but at the very least on the path, or a path. But in that manner, Sean, you should talk to your clan as well.
Yeah, I'll talk to my clan, and then I'll talk to the Brujahs.
Be discreet, not like there's any clear offerings yet. The clear offering, the deal, the presentation should be made to her by all of us, showing a united front. Yeah. But you could...
What is... pardon, I'm interrupting, I'm rude, I know. But for the GM point of view is, what is Sean actually bringing now to convince his clan of the clearing of the name of Dean?
You mean like what, like in terms of evidence or in terms of why he would be cleared?
Well, he needs to have something.
Yeah, I think...
And here comes lies though the bit of a problem. The integral part of that clearing should be play it like that the prince is willing to do it as well, and thus present some sort of evidence and explanation towards that? Or would it be to say that, would it be go so far as to give them a heads up that change is coming and the possibility of stand by?
You need to choose. It's for Sean's standing within the clan.
I think we need to go as close to the truth as possible.
Does that involve us killing the sheriff, or
that involves us killing the sheriff?
That's legal. That was a legal kill. That was to declare the bottoms on the man. There's no problems within that. And
there came.
But did
evidence.
It happen there?
Yes, because I mean,
Black
Lily also died. It was her, after all, her domain.
Yeah.
You spun the story that she was hiding him.
Yeah.
The decree said anybody that hid him would fall under the same axe as he would.
Yes, and then we'll sweeten it to the Nosferatus by saying that when she tried to reason with him as well,
he attacked her.
Yeah,
if I remember correctly.
Yeah, you're correct. Then she let her guard down, trying to convince him that maybe ask for penance, throw yourself at the mercy of the God of Law. This madness must stop. He wasn't willing to listen. Yeah. Everything went topsy-turvy shit after that.
Mm-hmm. And when did this transpire?
Yeah, you got to get your story straight.
Yesterday. After the decree.
Just before sunrise.
Yeah.
Which would explain why no
will
word has
it
been brought.
be announced now then?
Not announced, but to my clan, yes.
So the clan, we won't load it to launch. We'll keep it back because Belman can play it in a way that the reason Asmin can advance as well, because the prince was also there. He was grievously wounded, and focus was on trying to save his life, but unfortunately died of wounds.
That's actually a good plan. That's actually a good story.
Weaving tales.
And it's saved by not completely dominating the Black Lily. It gives them Nosferatu a sense of honor and an out by not blaming us for too much.
Yeah.
They don't have to think that badly of the little Black Lily. I mean, it's understandable given how strong blood relations and how important blood lineage has been to this city, and to our society in this city. It's no wonder that she would desperately try to at least make him see reason, make him stand up for himself, to face judgment.
It was.
Of course, all this assumes that the rest of the Nosferatus didn't know the truth, but I don't think they did. But if they did, they sure shit won't come out with it, because then,
yes.
Well, guess who gets to follow the rest?
I'll head out to my clan then.
Yeah, do that. I'll talk to JJ again. Shall I make any discreet inquiries about my clansmates from outside the city here? Do you want more information about this?
It's good to have information.
Milo and...
Regardless.
Milo?
he purposely said... I can probably see it. You can probably see it as well, that he purposely...
Milo.
said the wrong name. Oh, Leo, I'm sorry.
I want to say no, but I do.
I'll make this. I think I'll need to know either way, because my plan calls for it. At least, since we would need more outside support to a certain degree by some stronger vampires. Yeah. Even if we allow the other clans to sire, they'll be too young and inexperienced. We need veterans ready, and then they would come out of the Ventress clan portion of vampires in the city.
Yeah. So,
like I said,
what do I give the Brujahs? I give them that there is a possibility of change.
Possibility of a change of
possibility of new child.
Yeah, a new child. The possibility of change, new progressive leadership, more equal standings for the clans, and of course our promise of full exoneration of Dean.
Yeah, but that is for my clan, not for the Brujahs.
Yeah, for your clan. Yeah.
But
so for the Brujahs, but don't. I don't know what I would say to Bruce. Don't push it directly at. Ask more general question what they would like. What change? Like make them like it doesn't. Don't make it seem like you're propositioning them. Make it look like you're wondering what they why if they were to stay. Like there's no clear. Don't tell them anything about the sheriff yet. They'll know there's blood on him, but
that is for my plan.
When we just sound out to the Brujahs exactly what they really want.
Yeah.
So we will brace them and offer them a deal with a united front, because if they see that the Brujahs, we will see that the gangrels, Toreadors, and Ventrue stand together, with the promise of backing off, with the most likely backing off the Malkavians as well.
Of course.
Tremere.
And Tremere. And, Nosferatus.
Wow.
The Nosferatus have little interest in seeing anarch rule, since their major currency of secrets is less worthy, less valuable when it has to be peddled to lots of little
kings.
Yeah, little kings all around the side. It's
well, I'm not saying that her blood is part of any deal, but if I am to wait, that might be leverage for you as well.
For the Tremere, yes. Also, we can both offer to Hashimoto and to the Crow a way out to make Sakura completely legal. Crow can be granted. Crow grants to embrace. Crow can embrace a child, and Sakura can step out again in a different guise. I mean, she's already playing one part. It would seem simply to become herself again instead. Or at the very least, a promise of no one looking any further into Sakura, and offer of her to be fully recognized as a kindred of the city and not just a guest, if they prefer to go that route.
I mean, it must be best for them if she was actually allowed to be of her own clan, wouldn't it?
Of course.
It would probably be best for them, but then again, you do not underestimate the Nosferatu's delight of potentially having a little
Toreador.
Yeah.
A wee little.
Of course, that would be something you would have to carry and be okay with. So that would entirely be up to your discretion, I'd say. I mean, after all, you are the one that struck the deal with them and brought us in. So your principal right.
This actually brings a lot of coin to the table between you and that duo. That gives you leverage, love.
It would actually mean that at any time there would be one Nosferatu more in the city than any other clan.
I do have it on tape if we need it as well.
Yeah, exactly. And finally, of course, it wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing for you to have someone from another clan masquerading as one of yours. At least you'd know who to feed false information to if that would be necessary.
Of course.
Sometimes it's better with the devil you know than the devil you don't.
At least when you're feeding the devil.
Yep.
Well, I'm off to the marshlands.
Godspeed. And suddenly Chris feels like, why does it slightly burn when I take the Lord's name?
Ouch! 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 Fuck!
Throat burn.
Drive off.
You have a letter to write. I'll let you get on to it.
Oh, joy.
She still doesn't seem quite herself, to be honest.
I think saying the things out loud kind of dawns on her. Yeah, exactly. It's one thing keeping it in your head, and another thing admitting to how far you would go.
Can Chris get an inside roll?
Yeah.
On that one?
What we don't do for love, huh?
Again, not use the D10s. Okay. She's not burying it too hard, is she? He only got 2 successes, but
I think she's too in her mind to even think about.
I don't think she's putting up a front.
No.
Okay. Chris gets a little pain of Like, but I feel a little bit guilty on himself because, well, what has he been doing ever since he, like, for how many years? How long hasn't he been willing to do exactly whatever it takes to get to his goal? Like, literally walking over bodies to do it.
Yeah, literally, as he has.
He walks over and he puts both his hands, like, on the shoulders of Shiv. Shiv, if you want it, if it's what you really want. I've spent, God, as long as I can remember, almost back from the time when before we even met. I've done what it needs to be done to get where I wanted to go. I've taken every hard choice. I've sacrificed parts of myself, to put it like that. Anything and everything to get towards that one ambition, that one driving goal I had, which admittedly did change a bit when I found out there are fucking vampires in this world, but the ambitions was still there. So if you really want it, then you go on and take it. You just have to be prepared to do and live with the cost that comes with it. I did it by freezing off a part of myself, looking that more emotional, open, reciprocal part of me away and just doing what needs to be done and telling myself that I no longer cared about anyone else. It's been hard, and I won't necessarily recommend it. But if you really want it, if that's what you really want, then go ahead and take it, but be prepared that you will need to live with the consequences. And that can be just as hard as doing it, or even harder than doing it.
I appreciate it, Chris.
I will not judge you for whatever choice you make, because for me that would be throwing glasses in a stone hose. No, glass hose. I got those mixed around. Anyway.
I love it.
Actually, more likely, why the hell would I ever be in a glass house? I'm a bloody vampire.
That drive that you have, I admire that in you. If that counts for anything.
No, it does. It does. I mean, Sean has always been my one best friend, one that stood up with me, one who helped me, and the only one who was there in a sea of assholes, to put it frankly. You know the type. But you've always been the favorite one. So. I give her a hug. And I give her a hug. You deserve happiness. If I know anyone who deserves happiness, it's you. So grab it with both hands and take it. But as I said, you will have to live with it. I know I can. But it took me years to get to that stage where I essentially can do what is required, whatever it be. And even then, sometimes I slip up and I forget things back to when he let Kitty Cat escape that first time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know what I'll do. That's the honest truth.
Then it
but
sounds
I
like you
think
should
I will do as Sean said and just bide my time a little more than
do
what
that.
I initially thought I would, because
Sometimes you have to act in haste. Sometimes you have no choice. But sometimes if there is a choice, prudence could be the way to go.
and I don't know, if the blood is so powerful as Hashimoto was talking about, maybe time is what he needs as well. For this to not be a singular option.
I mean,
because that is what I'm dreading. It's actually not necessarily what I'll have to sacrifice to do it.
I understand. And you're probably onto something there. I mean, at the very least, you'll make him think more thoroughly over it, so he doesn't rush to get what he wants, promising whatever he can. Promise things that he necessarily can't deliver.
That that would be enough, because as I said, he is quite eager to get his hands on it. And even if we've had dealings with him, I honestly don't know him. And I
Likewise.
don't think we've seen what he is capable of yet.
Oh, I guarantee you we have not. And that's the most scary part about the Camarilla at all. You don't necessarily ever get to see it coming, what they're capable of. Just don't give him any of your blood. Ever, Shiv. No matter what he says, never, ever do that.
More than we already did?
More than we already did, yes. Much more than we already did. Like in a container, because he needed that. Of course, he might have saved a little, but his magic needs blood to work, so he couldn't have saved it all. He had to use some of it. All barring that fact that he actually did anything at all. It's not like we have any...
Oh my god, by now the paranoia!
Any clear sign of efficacy for that anything worked at all, other than the fact that... Other than the fact that we...
Kill everyone! Kill the
other than the
player.
fact that... Well, other than the fact that a very, very angry Nosferatu hasn't hunted us down and ripped our heads off, which I'm taking...
True.
As a fairly good indicator that it worked, but by no means foolproof.
Yes.
I'll let you know what happens later tonight, I think.
Good. Because if everything goes right with your and Sean's clans, we'll need to face off with the Brujahs to try to stop them from tearing this city apart in their vainglorious search of power. One thing is let the younger generation have their day. Another thing is being reckless and careless and throwing it all out just because you're impatient.
I just look at Chris and think impatient, yeah.
I don't want much.
Young, yeah. Check.
Check.
I'll talk to you later, right?
Yes. I give her one more hug and then Chris is off.
Well, the gang is split into three once again. Sean is traveling, and it's going to take an hour or so, I think. 2 hours maybe to arrive to the edge.
I'm not quite sure where this is. 2 hours, then you get to Salem.
No, then it's an hour.
Yeah.
It's before Salem. He's off. Chris, where do you go?
He just walks out in the street first and foremost and take a couple of steps towards this cross. Well, actually, he has to have some sort of vehicle, probably something he's hired or something like that, because if not, Chris, I don't think Sean has lent him another one after what he did to the other one.
You don't have a car at the minute, so
Nope.
You have no wheels.
Damn it. I'll call JJ anyway. I need to talk to her.
You hear Malish.
It's in motion. Sean and Shiv will try to consolidate their support from their respective clans and be their choice for Primogen. Once that is done, Sean will have a discreet zoning out of the Brujahs to see their position and things. And once that is done, we'll face off with them and show a united front and give them a deal. Put forth on what they can get by staying loyal and choosing Camarilla over the anarchs.
It's a good sort of plan, Malish. Do you wish me to join your side now?
You could pick me up, actually, because I'd seen if that's okay, because I don't have a car at all. If you
degraded to a chauffeur.
Oh no, if you got a car, because we have still some work to do, and what I plan to do, I'd like to have you there backing me up.
Of course. Where are you at the minute?
I'm just outside the velvet rope.
I'll be there in 10 minutes.
Excellent.
Shiv. They leave you.
Yeah. I will take my thoughts upstairs.
Before you do so, you hear a yawn and someone stirring.
I look towards the VIP room.
Is the door open or closed?
Are you asking me? I mean, it was closed.
Well, you hear stirring.
Okay. I'll go over and I'll knock.
Yes, you have a very tired voice.
I'll open the door.
You see his kitty cat. She looks very depleted.
You're awake.
Yes, but I don't feel it. My mind is fuzzy and I feel like there's not much left in the tank.
I don't know what you did last night, but we all got out there alive.
I don't know really how we did that. I didn't expect to get out alive. I'm surprised I'm here.
I just cock my head and look at her. You want to sacrifice yourself?
No, of course not. I don't have a death wish. But this is the gift and the burden that's laid upon me. That was my job. It needed doing.
How did you know?
No, we just know. It's part of what we are.
I don't understand what you are, but then again, I don't completely understand what we are, so...
Well, I like you, I'm guessing, I don't know if you guys come with a manual. I can for sure tell you we don't. It's more or less learning by doing.
I think if anyone has a manual, it's Chris, but I don't think Sean has read one or even seen one.
He's trying, Sean.
Yeah, he's turned to leave this last couple of days.
Good. Don't
Even
give
though
up on him.
I thought we had lost him yesterday.
He wants to be good, He wants to do the right thing.
Oh, that's Sean for you.
The beast in him is more feral than in yours. It's different.
It's true to his core, I believe.
But I believe in him. 100% I believe in him.
Are you even allowed to be around us? Because it doesn't seem like this is natural course of who we are.
Again, there's no real manual to this. I follow my creed, my nature, my conviction. My conviction is that all creatures should be given the possibility to exist in peace and harmony, be them coming from a different place. If we just outright murder anything we don't understand that isn't like us, are we anything less than that thing in the pit?
Probably not.
No. I think for me, I have a purpose. And my purpose is to help my other hunters and the other entities I meet to see that we can live and exist side by side.
I still have yet to understand why there is quarrels between... What are we? Creatures?
I don't think you are more evil than anything else. Like the lion on the plain, like the plains of Africa. Like you need to eat to survive.
I didn't think so either. Until the beast confronted me, until I saw what it did to Sean, and to what it did to the ones that were there yesterday. It's different for different people.
Right. It's not like you. I'm guessing it's for you. You were human one day, and the day after you were this new existence. It didn't change you into a ferocious beast that just run around the streets and kill everything on sight. You're still you.
Me, but a different me, I think.
Yeah, and you need to come to terms with who you are. The new you and the old you need to shake hands and forgive one another. You need to coexist, like we need to coexist.
Yes. But this new presence, this new way of living, it does highlight and bring forth different sides of me that I didn't anticipate. Sides that I don't necessarily would like to get to know.
I think that's what anyone.
Why am I telling you this? Jesus.
I have that effect.
Yeah, you do.
It's because I don't want to tear your neck out. I actually want to understand you. I want to coexist. I think there's hope. I think there's a future.
I understand why both Sean and Chris are drawn to you. Not in a creepy
No,
way.
I get it. I'm glad. That means I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm fulfilling my purpose.
He stayed for you.
I know he did. He shouldn't have. But I know he did. It's also telling me that he is very definitely on his path to redemption.
Was it you that helped him?
No, I think that perhaps was Grace.
Oh, was that?
Oh, in the pit or after? Or
before.
Oh no, that was me. That was me.
You just, yeah.
I will soldier for him and I will fight for him as I would fight for any creature in need. Any human, vampire, or other.
I have to thank you because nor me or Chris were there for him. I don't think we knew that he needed the help that you gave him.
I'm not a saint. I want to kick Cal in the nuts every second day. And I steal his food. So there we go. Even though I'm on this path, I'm not a saint. Sometimes...
that would be boring.
Yeah, and sometimes the ones we love the most is the one that feels our pain and then gets hurt the most.
I'm glad he had you when we could not be there.
You were still there. We just couldn't see each other at the minute.
Just blinded by whatever we were doing.
Like, living this life is hard. Like, if your existence is anything close to mine, we should get diplomas every day just to wake up.
I think I've said this before, but I like you as well.
Oh, thanks. Could I get a cab? I want to check on... Cal got out, didn't he? Amber got him out.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I have to admit I didn't pay attention.
No, it
or
was
even
bedlam, but I think he needs me right now. And if you don't mind, I think I need to be by his side.
I'll hand her my phone.
She calls a cab. She goes over and she hugs you. And it's very intimate and weird. She hugs you like she's known you for like 20 years plus. Just a bit like, oh, all right, are we doing that now?
We're British now.
Yeah, it's like, shake hand in the forehead, stop it. And you'll be all right, Shiv. It will be all right. Whatever it is that's burdening your heavy heart so much, you'll be okay. I'm sure of it.
It's not me that I'm worried about. It's everyone else.
See? That's why I'm not worried about you. You'll be good.
And Shiv just thinks, it's not the way you think it is.
Say hi to them for me, and I'm sure I will see you guys again. I'll see Sean again. I'm sure I will see all of you again.
Well, good luck with whatever mischiefs you're up to.
Probably stealing Cal's ice cream.
And if you do see Marshall, tell him that I will try my best, but no promises.
I will. Good luck. So she looks, she's going to say something else, and then she's like, never mind, good luck. And she takes her stuff and she leaves.
And I'll head upstairs.
Well, this is a perfect point to have our first little break. It's going to be a little bit longer episode, so I hope everybody is ready for that. And yeah, just a quick one, and then we'll be right back. So yeah, see you in a minute. Bye. Hi, and welcome back from the break. We are actually going to jump into Sean's scene now, as he gets to the Gangles and their families on the edge.
Yeah. Drive in. I haven't announced my arrival, so...
No, you see very large dogs follow you as you drive in towards the center of, like, where they have all the buildings, as I said before, fire, like a pit, like a fire pit.
Yeah, like almost like a gypsy
camp.
gypsy camp. I step out of the vehicle.
You hear people making like weird like whistle noises. And not long after, you see Muriel comes out of one of the cabins.
Muriel, is
Sean.
Bob around?
He'll be here in a minute.
I think we need to speak as privately as possible.
Follow me. We will walk towards him.
It's been a few days.
I'm surprised to see you.
I'm surprised to be alive.
I thought you might perhaps burn out.
Almost dead.
You've been walking a very dangerous path, young one.
Oh, you have no idea.
It is safe. We can walk and talk.
I'm not sure if you got the message.
The blood hunt.
The blood hunt.
Much to my delight.
Oh, you'll be happy then. You'll be very happy.
She stops for a minute in the woods. The moon glistens beautifully above. She looks at you, and her eyes almost look like caramel to gold as she stares at you.
There are a few less vampires in the city right now. And there will be a change. There will be a big change. No, there will be a massive change. The sheriff is dead.
Thank the gods. She smiles. You see your canines.
The Nosferatu Primogen is dead.
Oh, I am surprised.
And this is for your ears only. The prince perished as well.
She smiles almost like a cat. Like got the mouse.
If I play my cards right, I am now speaking to the next sheriff in town.
On whose authority could...
I said there would be massive changes.
You're on your path of the forgiveness then, huh? Sean.
I hope. And I
Then
pray.
what of your name? What of your sire?
My sire, his name has been redeemed.
Almost like she seems like she exhales. Don't need to breathe, but it's a sigh of like...
All of this will be discussed at the conclave in the Elysium.
I am happy, Sean.
I guess you would be.
She grabs actually the side of your arms and she looks at you like motherly.
There is one thing though, and that means we will be supporting my friend.
Aye, Christopher Masters.
He's a brilliant one.
I hope he understands the burden of the responsibilities he has now chosen.
I'm not sure he actually has, but me and Shiv will help him. We'll support him.
The city needs healing. We need healing, Sean.
We need healing and we need time. There are a few things he has promised to start this healing. And the one thing, and that is quite a progressive thought, according to his counselors, and that is for the clans to get certain numbers. To get a certain number, it will be up to the clan who will get to sire. Because we need to repopulate the city. My next stop is the Brujahs.
No, that makes sense, young one.
Because they are on the path to the anarchs.
I know.
And we need to stop that.
I have been of two minds.
Of course you have. So have I.
Way we should wander.
But again,
change is also coming in a different way, Sean.
It is a new dawn for Boston.
Oh.
The old ones are leaving or dying.
You hear a crack in the woods, and she stares like with a compassionate smile. She taps your arm and shoulder and again smiles at you quite like motherly. I have a little surprise for you too, Sean.
Yeah?
Son of Dean.
I look towards the crack in the...
First you see Bob the dog. He's got branches in his hair and he smiles. He's like, he lives? Fuck me. I thought he would survive like a night.
Sorry, Bob, but you're not my kind of dog.
And she said, don't worry, Bob. He's done good. There is hope once more for us.
Not I've done good, we have done good.
And then you smell it. He's not alone.
What do I smell?
It's wild, a little bit sweet, a little bit bitter. Around the side of Bob the dog, you see a fairly small woman. Short, bristly hair, pointy ears. Cute. She looks like a fairy. You can see a tattoo that glistens over to her collarbone. She's wearing a very rock and roll t-shirt, like the anarchist logo on it. Loose, very dirty denim pants and sneakers. Also leaves in her hair.
Well, top of the evening to you, lass.
How you doing?
Okay.
Cool.
Name's Sean.
Ah, Angel.
Of course you are.
Of course I am. She was lost to us for a very long time, Sean, son of Dean.
Yeah.
We thought she was gone into the wild and taken.
I see you've had a run-in with the beast.
Yeah. She touches her ears. Oh, yeah.
Looks good on you, though.
Oh, thank you. I think it gives me character.
Yeah, that's right.
I have so much to tell. I've just been so excited to be back home, and they've been filling me in, and damn, you've had a little bit of a story, and I didn't expect to see you here after what they've been telling me.
I've had a minute.
So he's the guy. He's like that. He's rather young though. She looks at Marielle and she's like, "I know, my petite, I know."
Yeah, I'm younger than I look.
Yeah, I'm guessing that. Are we going for that now? Is that the thing now? We're doing that. Like, it is a part of the new dawn. Okay, cool. I'm into it. So you're a bus man?
Apparently I am.
Cool. She walks like up beside you, and the ground now, it's cleared.
The ground?
I'll tell you about it.
Please do. Like stories.
You see, I've been with the wolves.
With a what?
Yeah, I'll tell you about that. And they might be coming back now. Ugh, not anybody's gonna love that though.
I look towards the two other ones.
Yeah.
Wolves?
Yeah, don't worry about that quite yet.
Well, I've had run-ins with witches, hunters, ghosts. I'm not quite sure what that demon Hellspawn was, but it was bad. And wolves, like in What kind of wolves? Are we talking werewolves?
Yeah, big, the biggest ones.
You're fucking me.
No. Not yanking your tail or your nose. She looks at you. Your hair.
It's kind of hard to yank my hair. They've tried. They
change
knocked it
is
out.
coming. I'm not saying they're necessarily going to be like nice about it. I'm just saying shit's changing in Boston. They might be coming. So if you're like a boss man, you're going to have to deal with that. So that's super cool.
How bad can that be?
Wow. How old is he again? She looks at me. He's a baby. Awesome. This is going to be interesting. Great. Yeah, more work for us then, I see. Cool.
Right.
As you walk back into camp.
I think I have to parley with the Brujahs.
You do what you need to doing, son of Dean.
After that, we'll have a hootenanny.
We will support you. You have cleared our name. And we will be strong again.
That's for sure. Right then.
We will move out and we will return into the city. No?
Do that.
As you turn and you hear again the little one called Angel. Really? That guy? Like, I could break him like a twig. Him?
I am tougher than I look.
You see, Bobby, so to change, little one. Change. You must believe. This is the way. I know, but come on. All right.
Then I head off to that gas station.
We're cutting over to Chris as JJ picks him up.
Evening. I get in. Thank
you.
Evening,
Manish.
Never gets old. Okay, things are in motion. Hopefully this will work. While we wait for Sean and Shiv to get the support of their clans and to be elected to their office, we need to see a few people as well. We need some more allies. I know you've been worried about it, but we cannot go to the Brujahs until Shauna's son has seeked out a bit more of their true intentions and motives, what they really desire the most. When that is done, we'll give them an offer. United.
Where are we to then?
We need to see the Queen of Bones. It needs to be done. Now, before change is coming, before the Elysium, she desires a child. To get her support before the Elysium is better than try to buy it then and there.
My liege. To go to her on her domain is risky.
I know.
Ask for her to come to you.
We
control the narrative and the grounds.
We can meet her at what is a suitable location for such a meet? We cannot invite her.
The Glass Tower.
The Glass Tower.
Ivory Tower.
Send a message for her, and before we meet her, we need to do a little other pit stop. We need to see Miss Savage.
She sees, she messages, and then she calls one of her ghouls. Make sure that the Queen of Bones get this message.
We need to know where she stands in all of this.
I'll take you to the hotel, sir.
Excellent.
You drive up to the Hilton.
Yep. And we'll request to have a private table, or even maybe do private rooms.
Yep.
Yeah, for meeting, and then have them deliver a message inviting Miss Savage for a chat.
You get stationed in the room. It's a beautiful senior suite. 15 minutes later, there's a knock on the door.
We let her in.
She's got her hair up in a French knot. She's wearing a black power suit with a dark blue shirt, pencil skirt, heels. She walks like a black cat. She's a puma.
Good evening, Miss Savage.
Good evening, Mr. Masters.
Good to see you again. Please, have a seat.
She sits, crosses her legs.
He gets up and he pours a glass of whiskey for both.
JJ stands behind you.
Okay, yeah,
she's not fucking leaving.
No. Put a glass of whiskey down for both.
Curious. She picks it up and she smells it.
And I do the same, like swilling it in the glass and. I felt it was time that we had a bit of a talk.
Yes, I'm not very surprised about that.
There's been some developments. The true enemy of the city, as you know, has been unmasked.
The sheriff.
Yes. Revenge, long-standing and long-planned for the execution of his sires for the crime of princesside back in the old country. He blamed, amongst other, Montgomery Masters for not standing by the accused back then, for not helping him escape the city.
She leans back. Why do I get a distinct feeling that this pleases you?
It pleases me that he is dead, you mean? And I look at her.
It's a bit of both, Mr. Masters. I'm quite intuitive.
Let's just say that I admire his single-mindedness, his determination, and how he was willing to do whatever it took to get his vengeance. However, it was a fool's errand and he was quite mad. And it ultimately caused him to be unmasked, to be sentenced, hunted down, and executed. This is not public knowledge yet that he's been killed.
So the city is left without a sheriff now. Another murder.
Yes.
On Montgomery's watch.
Well, more on dispensing justice on Montgomery's watch.
Well, that doesn't look good for him, does it? To his princedom.
Chris looks down like he... it's worse than that as well, but... I fear that... Oh, well, let's be honest, I don't fear, but I'm quite convinced that change was coming. That decisions has to be made. And as we're standing here without a sheriff in this most troublesome times with enemies howling at the gate, I need to know, without a doubt, where you stand, Miss Savage.
She picks invisible lint off her skirt as she recrosses her legs. I am an opportunist, if you like. I don't much care for who's the sheriff. If I don't know of them or care for them. As long as they do their job and function. Same goes for the princehood. Primogen.
That's where your desires rest, you might say?
Change is coming. And I have a sneaky suspicion you're very linked to this change.
Yes. I would like to, what should we say, ensure that a certain parts of the past and tradition is honored and carried on. But for this city to survive, we need change as well. I don't know how much you know about the situation, but as I said, the enemies are at the gates.
Yes, let's not play each other for fools, Mr. Masters. The anarchs are breathing down our necks.
Was that why you came? Because I have the distinct feeling that Montgomery presented your being here as more of his initiative than it truly was.
He got a request that he shouldn't have denied.
The Camarilla is scared that Boston might fall.
Yes, and we both know that is not just a fool's paranoia.
No, it's not.
That's a fact, young one.
And it's probably one fear he should have taken more
serious, of course. The man was
Yes.
absolutely mad. Or are we speaking past tense or present? Where is Montgomery?
For that little detail, it's only time will tell. Let's just say that the prince did his bit, but the sheriff did not go down without a fight.
Oh, she's back. She sniffs the whiskey greedily.
He possessed certain knowledges of unspeakable and unnameable black magic, unknown to me at the very least, or to even our kind. And as I said, he has had decades to prepare.
Well, this explains why you're here so quick then. Young master.
I want to be ready for the time when change might come.
You're smart. I know why you're here. Clever. Good move. But
And
what
it's
you
more
want,
than that.
I will not give it willingly or freely if there isn't something in it for me.
I know.
I could
Which
easily now get out of my seat and run back to the ones who sent me. And you and your dreams of, well, king and country might just as easily melt in the sun as an ice cube.
True enough. But there's another deal. There's another edge to that, though, my dear. Of course, I know that it could come at a price, but there is another set of circumstances here. It's possible for the Camarilla to try to cling too hard to something and still have it glide out of the hand. We've seen what can happen when the old ones controls everything. There is a new dawn. We need to get proactive.
You're speaking to the perverted. I'm a converted. The old things, like Montgomery, paranoid, and they live in these protected little golden cages, and they think they know the world and they know nothing. And see what happens when they sit on their thrones for too long. They breed madness and perversion. It's not effective, and it's not protecting the city.
Exactly.
I have no problems with a younger prince, if you're gonna speak frank. I'm just saying I'm not gonna support it if I'm not in a position to support.
Well, at the moment in this city, as you know, of the original clan went through, there's only 2 left standing fit for fight at this very moment. Myself and JJ. You are here as a formal invited representative of our clan, which makes the 3rd. Whatever happens to my grandsire, there's not too many of us left. We are, but...
And we can rebuild, Mr. Masters. And we can rebuild with force, and in that sense, you're going to need me. I'm quite a politician,
if I were to assume, and if I were to assume the responsibility of, well, Let's
Just
not
say it.
If
Just
jump it out,
say it.
Prince. JJ would stay in her role as enforcer. There's no one else I trust more than her. No one else I see more capable than her.
I wouldn't dare and ask. It's not what I want.
No.
You know what I've asked, and you know what I want.
That leaves only one to take up a certain other responsibility, doesn't it not?
Exactly. And believe you me, you will find me very capable and able to support your claim. I will kiss the ring, young one.
Excellent. When we have an agreement. There's some details of progressive change that will be implemented. But you seem to understand the necessity for such things while still maintaining the Camarilla laws and traditions.
We need to rebuild the city.
We need to rebuild the city.
I'm just going to make this very strictly clear to you, young one. Not prince yet. I will title you properly if you so take the throne. I am not a puppet power person. If I am giving a house and an office, I will rule it.
I would expect nothing else. If this is going to work...
You will not find me an ass kisser. I am not a yes woman.
You would not be worth much if we're going to win this war, if we're going to secure this city. I firmly believe that it is better to rule because you are deemed capable of doing the right things than for any sort of puppets or force or threatens. I want a city that runs smoothly. I want stability. I want prosperous times for everyone. I don't want any more of this infighting. I don't want any more petty squabbles. I want to piss away time dealing with anything to this. I understand that I'm quite young to this and new to this, but I come from a certain line of tradition amongst us mortals. I know one or two things about how to successfully steer and control things and what needs to be done.
She gets up very elegantly and puts the glass down very gently. As I said, I have no quarrels with the young prince. It benefits me, you see. All eyes will be on you. All scrutiny, all judgments will be on you.
Heavy is the
crown. If you fail, you have to understand, it puts me in a very comfortable position. But I will support you. Do your best.
Excellent. There will be a conclave announced soon. We need to gather at Elysium.
I'll get my bestest dress.
The gangrels need to pick a successor after the Primogen left the city.
I'm sure you already have all your ducks lined up, young one.
At the very least, at the starting position.
Yes.
Then we have an agreement. And he picks up the whiskey glass and gives it another. Excellent. We'll see you soon then.
And you too, Mr. Masters. He gives you a very coy nod.
I smile and I get up and I bow and I escort her to the door and hold the door open for her as she leaves.
She nods.
She
smiles like a Cheshire cat and walks off.
And when she walks off, she's out of the room, I hold up my hand to JJ. Well, that takes care of our business here. Let's leave.
She's like...
And as we leave, I was like, wait for the car.
She's like, you don't want my counsel in this at all.
I appreciate your counsel, but let's just say that for the time being, we need her.
I will keep an extra watch on her.
And when her usefulness...
And
we wait for something like this after, in the car driving away. Yeah, after driving up. And after that, let's just say we don't trust her any further than I could throw this building we had the meeting in. But I have no problem with the demanding and scheming and ambitious Ventrue, especially one that says it straight in my face. I'd be more worried about the ones who'd be too coy. Yes, they're planning something. The devil you know better than the devil you don't. And if she oversteps her what should we say, scheming, her power building, well then
Just make sure you're one step ahead, my liege.
I already have. Let's just say that if the time comes and she makes a move, I know exactly who I will be sending, and I will be keeping our hands completely clean.
As you wish, my liege.
It was either this or kill her right here and now, and I do not want that.
Oh, was it like that?
The other vampires you talked about, you could other venture. Like I told you a bit of my plan, I want to make sure that we have a stable number of vampires in the city. Each clan allotted the same number of representatives. We'll need to make some special adjustments and exemptions and give some other boon to the Tremere, as well he cannot sire, and I will not have more than one of those sorcerers running around this city, no matter what loyalty is declared. But we need to fill the rest of our vacant seat with some of these you talked about, these who can come to our aid, because we need more than just new-blooded, embraced younglings.
And I have names for you, my liege. We're going to cut the scene. We're cutting scene. And we're going to jump into Shiv. As she is upstairs.
Yeah. Before she writes the letters, she will go to Rose, Aidan, Trixie. And she will just lie beside this thing.
It feels even more torture to know he's there. Right, like without, beyond your reach, just like a fingertip beyond your reach. Is like when you like put your fingers on the forehead or the cheek. It's like he's right there. He's right there.
Yeah.
Trapped in this tomb.
At least you're safe from her. I trace my finger from forehead and just over her nose and her lips. I know it's weird, but that's what I'll do.
And when you sit there, your phone suddenly rings.
I'll look at it.
Hashimoto.
I'll sit on the... get up and sit and take it. Hello.
Miss Price.
Miss Hashimoto.
I know we spoke not long.
It's
I
true.
have concerns.
Please.
Because you told him about the state of Wild Rose.
No.
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 No, you haven't told him as the body or nothing.
No, I don't think I did. Boys? Anyone? I can't remember. I actually don't think I did.
I can't remember if you said that. I can remember you because you talked to me about the thing that Marshall said, that only one could be saved, and I think you said you had some time, you had it under control in hand, but I don't remember you saying explicitly that she was staked in your bedroom.
No.
But because I only remember that you talked to Austin because you worried about his promise of being able to extract two people.
Yeah, because I didn't think you told them.
No,
right?
I don't think so.
No.
Let's go with that.
Yeah, we're going with that. I have been working with the blood you gave me. And it's giving me concern. Do you know that the Wild Rose is intact?
That she's intact? What do you mean by intact?
Well, blood and the magic of what I do. I've had a reaction working with it.
When?
Well, this evening.
I'll give him approximately the time that I think I staked her.
Mm-hmm. sounds about right. Like the evening before. And but he's saying this evening it's lacking its potency.
Are you saying that it's no longer possible?
No, I'm not saying that. Is the right voice, is he hurt? Fatigued, hungry? Has something happened? The blood speaks to me, and with the
She's
magic I'm using, it's...
incapacitated.
Ah.
It had
So
to happen.
we need to move fast then.
You
have the host, I presume. We shall start the ritual now, and so we will be done tomorrow.
Then I will need your help, because I don't have the information to procure the vessels that's needed.
Ah. May I come to
thought
your
I had
visit?
more time.
Perhaps you do. Perhaps you do, Miss Rice. Do you mind me visiting you at your domain?
Of course not.
Ah,
You're always
I will
welcome.
I will try to explain.
Yeah, I'll welcome you.
I will see you very shortly.
I send a little stressed text to Chris and just saying that I'm getting a visitor and I don't know. Just letting him know that I will have a visitor.
You see that when you're in the car after the meeting. You've been very busy.
It's just that you're having a visitor. I don't understand.
Oh no, Mr. Hashimoto is coming to discuss the terms. I don't know if I'm ready for it, but it seems like time is of the essence. Yeah.
Why is it of the essence? Did he say
something about the blood?
And Chris thinks he could feel when Mr. Masters was staked and put into Hopper.
Yep.
And Shiv really felt it when Diana died. He lays fear that it's only temporarily, that it's merely torpor and could be awoken from it and fed before the ritual. You still have time, and he sends that back.
It does relax her, but yeah, she doesn't reply.
Mere moments later, feels like hours. There's a knock on the door.
I before he has arrived, I would like to talk to Teresa just to let her know that if anything fishy happens, she needs to protect the apartment.
Okay. Will do. She's like, yes, yep, sir.
Yeah. But stay out of eyesight.
As you wish.
And I'll go open the door when it arrives.
He walks quickly in. He's wearing a long coat over a dark blue suit, Chinese collar, black shirt. His hair stuck to the side. Good evening.
Good evening. I guess you want to see her.
If I may.
I'll take you to her. I'll lead him up.
He looks and then he turns to you. Shall we sit?
I'll show him out to the sitting room, parlor, living room. You worry me.
And I will try not to. He leans in and he grabs your hand. His hands are cold, as yours are. I am sure you need more time to find suitable hosts. Not an easy task.
If you had asked me yesterday, I wouldn't have cared about that. But I think I don't have the information at hand that would provide me the suitable ones. Not this fast. I thought I could force it, but I haven't had the option. Everything that's been happening the last 24 hours,
I have been diving deep into the understanding of the blood and the souls that now reside in this vessel, the ones we know of at least.
Go on.
The Wild Rose is now the dominant, the primary soul. She's not the soul with the special blood.
So you figured that out.
As long as she is in the driving seat, the powerful magic of the first primary is fading. Don't ask me why, it's mind-boggling. It's interesting, it's blood science and magic all wrapped into one. For you to keep her in this state, it's going to cost more now.
More. Don't hold back.
I'm sure the soul of Aidan is the one that's most important to you, right? Your love.
I wish I wasn't an open book, but yes.
What we can do is reassure that his presence is nurtured and kept in his cage. At least.
How?
Did he have a ghoul?
Yes.
Or several? Any?
One.
Excellent. We'll do a blood ritual. Use her. That will fuel him for some time, so you have time.
Use her how?
Well, I'm not gonna mince my words. She will be destroyed in the ritual. A part of her has his essence.
She has part of mine as well.
Ah, even better still, you're a part of his essence. Oh, well, I don't really want to sacrifice you, do I? Oh, pardon. I'm not good with jokes.
So what you're saying, please correct me if I'm mistaken.
I'll do a
She
blood
will
ritual.
pay to keep
Yes,
him.
but she's a ghoul. It is fine.
I don't know if he would look at it that way.
He doesn't get a vote, Miss Price. We do. Or you do. And I'm very invested in...
And there is no other way.
If it was the most powerful soul keeping the temporal state, this I wouldn't be concerned. But it is not.
And what are you? What will happen to him? Would he?
That will make sure that in that cage his essence, his soul won't perish or deteriorate.
And what of the others?
Are we concerned?
A little bit.
Well, then you won't need to find something that is tethered to them in this world. It's in the blood. It's always in the blood, my dear.
There is no way to keep her them as they are right now.
As
and wake them later on.
Of course, I just cannot guarantee they will be there when they arise, and if they arise. I don't know how long time you need. I'm saying this will at least sustain his essence, his soul.
But you're also saying that you would need not Rose and not Aidan's, but the source of the blood.
Yes, I would prefer that, but I am hoping when we are done with that stick thing situation in the ritual that I can coach the true form. I don't care about the mind, I just want the blood.
Would she suffer?
Is it important?
I just look at him.
Which one? The ghoul?
Teresa is her name.
There's ways around that, child. You don't have to see it. I'll take care of it.
What would happen after that? He would be preserved, you say?
He would be...
The Rose, she would what?
She would sleep deeper and perhaps you would see more of him. I want to boost him for your sake to be more the dominant.
Because I was hoping that by offering you more of her blood as time would pass,
and I would very much like it,
might help you find other solutions, better solutions.
and I very much well, and I could. Yes, please give me more of the blood. I am here because I know that you care for the souls inside, and I am worried for them. If this is not a concern, well, then give me blood and we'll hope they are both intact when we get to the point.
Shiv gets up, I get up, and I'll just walk, like pace the room a little bit. I need a minute.
Of course.
Where would you do this?
I can do it right here.
When?
Now, if you so please.
What else would you need?
I have everything I need. Time, of course.
Well, give me a couple of minutes.
Oh, take your time.
And I'll leave him and I'll go into the room. And I will lock the door.
What room?
My room. Aidan's room.
Mm-hmm.
I will lock the door. And I will look at him. Her. Them.
Mm-hmm.
It. And I'll pick up my phone. And I will call Chris. I would have called Sean, but I know Sean is out doing his... No. Wait, this is actually not that far off from when he left. No. Yeah. We'll do Chris.
Yes. I'm just sorry. 1 second. JJ, could you drive by the mansion? I need to stop by home.
Your home, sir.
Yes. Well, I'm staying in Ophelia's old residence. Yes. Shiv.
If anything bad happens here tonight, please try and save them, help them. I don't know. Do what I could not.
Whoa.
Shiv, you all right?
Yesterday I thought it would be so easy. I thought giving someone up who I didn't know or cared for would be easy. Yet here today, I'm sacrificing someone that actually... Well, she could have been something. I'm just saying that if... I don't know what I'm saying, Chris. I just know that I don't trust what is going to happen right now.
Just sounds scary. Sad.
For a second, Chris has a flash of window pane breaking, bullets tearing up a room and the person in it. If you're not certain, you sure you want to go through with it?
I don't see what motivation he would have to do what he wants to do. If it's not the truth he speaks. And therefore, I have to go forward with it.
And you're sure you'll be able to carry the weight?
I have to. If I cannot do this, I can certainly not do what is needed of me for later. If I cannot give her up, then I can certainly not give anyone else up. This will be my test. And I need to go through with it.
And take care. And stay safe. I'll see you later.
She hangs up. Takes one more look at whatever's there. Opens the door, locks it behind her, puts the key in her pocket, and she goes downstairs. She's not crying. She's not had bloody nose or face. And if she has, she's wiped it off.
So you pass, Mr. Hashimoto.
Yeah. I'll be right back.
Of course, Miss Price. I'll get ready.
Yeah, and I'll go downstairs. Look for Teresa.
Yeah, she comes out of the security room and like, oh, Miss Price.
Hey, sweetness.
Are you okay?
Yeah, just a little emotional.
Can I do anything for you? I was going to say, can I pop some popcorn, but you don't need that.
No, I don't. Is there anything you need? I don't know.
No, after, like, what, the step we took today, this evening, I feel hopeful. The future's bright.
I'll just, yeah. You look beautiful today.
Thank you. So do you, Miss Smith.
Will you come upstairs with me?
Of course.
Well, we have a guest, so I'm not trying to.
Yep. Okay, I can be decent. Come on. I just feel like this is the turning point. Everything's gonna be okay. We're gonna be a force, me and you.
Yes. That's exactly what I'm thinking as well.
Oh, I'm so glad. Aidan did the right thing with you. You know that.
I'm glad you see it that way.
Oh, I see everything that he saw in you. I see. Are we going?
Yes, I'll take her hand. And I'll lead her up, well, towards the apartment. Then I'll stop her on the very last step before the door. And I'll turn towards her and I'll kiss her.
She blushes a bit. Mistress. Thank you.
And then I'll open the door and again I'm holding her hand.
There's a darkness around Shiv. So yeah, I actually would like a rouse check because this is gonna fuck a little bit with you.
Ooh, Marianne or Shiv? That's a 2.
Yeah, you failed that one.
Yeah.
You get more hungry.
Lovely.
You also take a stain in this minute.
No shit.
Just in this minute, you might take one more actually.
So 2?
1 for now.
Oh, okay. I was ready to take it both.
Yeah, hold on. There's more to come. He gets up. Oh, this is the Teresa, was it? And she's like, yes, Mr. Hashimoto, I know who you are. And she's like, oh, excellent. Well, then this will be much easier. Miss Price, do you want to leave the room or are you comfortable? It's okay if you want to leave the room. Teresa looks confused. Miss Price? Mistress?
I'll stay.
What's going on? Now would be the time, Miss Price. Soothing words and all that.
Guess you want me to roll some ore?
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna do this easy. You're gonna have to do this. He ain't.
Let's do it. just need to. I don't use that skill very often. 4 successes.
Do what you please. You don't even have to roll on it. It's a ghoul, it's a human.
I need you to be calm, Teresa.
Okay.
I need you to trust me. You're going to see him again. Aidan.
Oh, that's good. I miss him.
I miss him too. I need you to be okay with what's going to happen.
I trust you impeccably. I love you.
I was about to say I like you, but I don't think...
Sorry. No, but she's the ghoul, so she's all about the love. Do you see behind on the coffee table, he's spread out different weird knives and tools? He's working away. He's like off with the coat, like in his shirt, like he's getting ready to do his thing.
You will be united with him, I'm sure.
I'm glad to hear that. You see, he takes out a very sharp, classical razor.
I look over and it's like, I mouth, I don't say it. Painless. That's what I'm mouthing.
Well, tell her. As such, he grabs her. He very gently grabs the back of her shoulder, like because he's on the back of her.
I will be here every step of the way, and it will not be painless. You won't feel a thing.
It will not be painless?
Oh, it will be painless. Jesus Christ! Sorry. Yeah.
And then you hear Hasimura say, "Are you ready, Miss Price? It's time."
I look down, full of shame.
As you should. As you fucking should.
Says the storyteller who's throwing me into this shit.
This is... I just told you, I'm like, there's the water, you choose to drink.
Yep, it's my Kool-Aid, and I love it.
Are you ready?
I just give him a slight nod.
Perfect. He takes out the knife, and he does a very short, like, quick maneuvering over her neck. And she just seems very happy for a minute. And then there's deathly terror in her eyes. She lifts her hands, but he moves and he holds. I'm gonna lay her down now. She's gonna bleed out. I'm gonna need most of that blood. So I've set some bowls ready. If you could just help me out moving them, because they're gonna need the blood. And when you've done that, you can go get the body of the wild rose and Aidan and Trixie. Take another frickin' stain.
Oh my god. Yeah. I'll do as him. Like, not very happy. Clearly not very happy.
And you can do another rouse check.
Seven. I have no clue if I wanted to fail that or if I wanted to.
I'm gonna do the scene almost like it's blitzing, almost like you're in a movie. As you move, you feel the shame. You see her eyes on you for a very long time, almost like they're burning a hole in the back of your head. He moves like a professional blood wizard.
Jack the Ripper. No.
And when you dragged her out and you're looking at it and moved it, you have blood on your hands. It's vulgar. He says, "You can now exit the room, Miss Price. For this, I do not need your presence." I'll make sure his soul is intact. I'll honor our deal to the fullest extent of it.
What if I want to stay?
I'd rather you did. This is not for your eyes.
I'll go and sit in my bedroom.
On that note, we're just going to have a quick break.
Of course we are.
We just have a couple of scenes left.
I don't want to.
That was pure evil.
Me?
Yeah,
No.
I love it.
Takes two to tango. I would
I
would
just say
absolve Marianne from blaming this. Nasty, nasty lady. No, let's not take some completely random newly met vampires. Let's take my little lover ghoul.
Now
Well-
she's alone
Again.
in that big apartment.
Ah, it's lovely. I'm
Poor
just
Shiv.
seeing a very bright future for Siobhan.
yeah, she's going to be all right in
Yeah,
the head.
say
Cool, cool,
goodbye
cool.
to that humanity.
Anyways, quick break. And we can think about, was that a right thing to do?
No,
No,
thing.
we didn't need to think about that at all.
Okay, cool.
It's
quick
not
break.
Just the
easy,
ethics of
okay?
human sacrifice.
It's
Quick
not
break,
easy
see you in a
being
minute.
evil.
Especially after that talk with
Close up.
Miss Innocent. Yep. Never mind. Bye.
Jag måste tissa. Yep.
Yep.
All right. Welcome back from the break. That was something.
Horrendous.
Cute?
Not really.
No.
We're going to cut directly into Sean's scene as he is in the gas station. Does he hasn't arranged anything
No.
with Catalina.
Nope. He's just there. Is she there by chance?
Not long after, there's a guy who walks over with a note to you.
The
It tells
notice.
you to go 15 minutes by car to closer to the city
I'll do that then.
city center.
Mm.
Like one of the bridges over
Yeah.
to city center. As you get there, you see a bike and you see Catalina like leaning on it, presumably alone.
I stop my car by the curb and step out. So the sheriff's dead.
That's good news.
It is.
He's a bit of a dick.
A proper cook.
Why am I here?
There is a change coming.
So you're siding with our cause.
I have a question.
Sure. Even though you've been terribly rude.
Oh, that goes
But
both ways.
But I'm into it.
That goes both ways, love.
What's the question then, young one?
What's the price for you, your clan, to come back
To the fold?
to the fold?
To betray the betrayer?
Yeah. Because there is a big change coming.
I'm not going to give you that answer straight off the bat.
Of course not.
If you can prove me you're in a position to even offer anything like that, I'll sit down at the table. I'm not a crazy maniac that wants the city to burn.
No, that's not gonna...
But the path of Boston, as of late, has been havoc.
It has been ruled by a madman.
If you can prove to me that there is a genuine change.
There is a genuine change.
You'll see that I will sit at that table and at least listen.
Yeah, that's good. Because there is... Now there will be power for the younger ones. Within.
Make this happen fast.
It will. It's happening real fast. Because the old ones are slow.
She kicks you over like she flips over a burner phone. I need to do something really quick right now. When you've set it up, you call me.
I'll do that.
She jumps on the bike and she...
It will be quick, though. Really quick.
I would hope so.
Maybe even this night.
Even better, she says, almost screaming in the wind as she burns off.
Then I drive...
Do you call Chris?
I call Chris.
Yeah. You actually get hold of Chris as he stops by his mansion.
Sean, how did you fare?
The gangrels are absolutely supporting you.
Excellent.
Muriel as sheriff is good.
She'll do a good job.
With you redeeming Dean. That's...
Selling point.
That's the top selling point.
First official decree to come.
Regarding the Brujahs, they want to have a parley as soon as possible. They're willing to talk. But they need to see that there is a change. I haven't told anything other than the sheriff is dead.
Good. We need to set up a meet. The only question is where. We cannot let them dictate the ground, nor should we be able to get them to come to us. We need a suitable neutral ground, but a time and a general area first. Let's not divulge the exact locations until right before the meet. I think that would be best for everyone.
How about the common grounds around Fenway?
Good spot. Open and clear.
Yeah.
Easy getaway if things go sour. Not a bad idea.
I'll call my people and show that there is power behind the words.
Good.
And in 2 hours, or you need more time?
What time did we say to the Queen of Bones? Will you have time to do it before, or will we have to do it after?
We can do it before.
Okay. Then 2 hours should be fine.
2 hours. That's good. Then I hang up and I do 2 more phone calls. The first is to my clan.
Mm-hmm.
And I say, Fenway Commons in 2 hours. We're parleying with the Brujahs. We need to show force.
We will be there.
Then I pick up the burner and I call Brujah.
Relay the information?
Yes. 2 hours, Fenway Common Grounds.
I'll be there.
Then I actually go to... I drive down to Fenway to keep the place under watch in dog form.
Yes, Chris. You are at your mansion.
I need to arrange a few things and get some more appropriate attire. Would you like to come in? Or will you guard the door?
I would rather guard, and I have some phone calls to do. There's a lot of things going, so if you don't mind.
No, at all. I trust your judgment in these matters far more than I trust my own.
Excellent.
And he gets out and gets in. Walks in.
As you walk in, I would like you to do wits.
Awareness.
You think I'm gonna let anybody off the hook today? Well, maybe no one else.
2 successes.
Just unnaturally cold. Almost like the surface itself, like the whole table is covered in almost like frost.
A hand slips down into his pocket as a phone. He pulls up.
As you're about to do that, you hear someone say, "I wouldn't do that, Mr. Falcone."
Can't even get the name right, can you?
I don't know what you call yourself anymore, what the fuck you are.
I turn around.
No, you stare in front of you.
Okay.
Out of like nothing, you see Nikita. She doesn't look right. It really doesn't look right. Almost like the air around her vibrates. Her eyes are like pools of dark.
He looks down. Poor sweet child. What have they done to you?
What have you done? She points a gun. What have you done? You walk our lives like we are fucking ants. You step and you trot. You manipulate. You tear. Now look at me. Look at me.
I told you the truth. You were the one who couldn't accept it and came after me. That's not mince words there.
This is your doing.
What have you done? And where is the master? Because all I can see is the puppet.
There is no master. We're free of it.
Oh, I know. We burned that bitch.
With all the consequences that follows. Enter, Christopher, whatever name you would like to be called. This is your judgment.
I try to sense, can I feel someone?
Oh yeah,
else?
you can hear this pulse.
You don't need the gun.
I think I do. She backs into the living room, and you have been here before.
Oh yeah.
Under horrible circumstances.
More or less the same kind of terrible circumstances.
Yeah. 3 women. Bound on each chair. Taken from the dining room. Your mother.
Yeah, and I'm gonna assume Miss
Fairchild.
But who on earth is the
And
third?
Amber.
Amber. Oh, that means bad for the other one.
There's almost like this dripping, this weird, the aura around it shifts and shakes in reality. Around Nikita and these black discs where you can't really see the eyes. I want you to choose. Only one may leave this house. Don't try to talk to them. I have drained them for all their... Well, they fed me. I'm thick and plump with their fear. Don't test me, Christopher. I must need to show you exactly what you made me.
I did not.
I know that you are unnatural like me. I know it's hard to kill you, but I don't want to kill you. What would happen to me? You see, I'm stuck here on this plane in this fucking form.
No,
My way
not.
out of this horrid existence got destroyed in that pit. And now I'm tethered here to you.
I know
and
someone.
if I'm gonna suffer, you are gonna fucking suffer. So you choose. Your first lesson in how your own life is gonna be for the coming fucking decades.
First of all, before we do this, I know someone who could help you.
No one can help me.
Oh, you're wrong there.
You manipulate, you mind fuck. I don't trust you.
Oh, don't worry. You go down this road, you think you know what suffering is? You will know nothing. I know how fast she moved when she was alive, so I'm guessing that's even worse now. So that's our option.
She walks back. The room is very cold and frosty. She walks behind them. They all look really weird, like their eyes are like off somewhere. She puts the gun to Amber's head. Will it be her? You see, the only reason why she's here is because that piss-ass blood of yours is tainted her. I smelled her out, and I'm thinking, and she slams like the tip of the gun on the top of her head. You have something intimate with this thing. You, because it wasn't easy finding people that you give a shit about. Because you're a fucking horrible piece of shit.
When he's standing there, can you try to, like, just standing looking at her, try to send a text with his hand in his pocket?
Try to be very
sneaky. Or call, perhaps call. It's easier to just hit call, redial, because then I'll call the last person he called, which was JJ. Or maybe he'll get Shiv because
you'll get Shiv.
Maybe,
you'll get Shiv.
Yeah, no, one down. Call and then one down. That'll get if you manage to do it right, because it's easy on a text. So I'll try to. We'll see if it works. If not, I have another plan. Or plan. That just involves a slight. But what on earth is that? Dexterity or wits?
Larceny. If you have like sneaky things.
Yeah, larceny.
Stealth.
Stealth or larceny. You did side because
stealth for sure.
Nope.
Shit,
well. No, I'm not gonna get enough.
Yeah, she's poking the head. Because this woman, she reeks of you. Your dirty fucking blood, semen, whatever the fuck it is. You'd smell her from a mile away. And this one, she points in Miss Fairchild's head. She's slamming the gun. It actually is very provoking. Because it's like, that would hurt. This one. I've tasted her emotions. It's deep the way she feels for you. I drank it rich. I got so content on her fare. Whilst I was whispering in her ear what I was gonna do to you. Make her watch. Like you made me fucking watch me killing the only man I consider a father. You piece of shit. Now you choose. One leaves. The woman who you slipped out of. The woman you slipped into. Or her. Maybe she was just a fucking coincidence, an accident. The way you fucking work. You demon, you fucking beast, you choose.
Okay, Chris, I think it's time to try another approach.
Or I will pick one.
He lets his hand off the cell phone, which he crushed in his hand instead of calling. Hey, please let me say goodbye. Please don't do this.
I'm not gonna spare you that. I'm not gonna give you that. Did you give me that?
I made you do nothing, please. And he falls to the ground in front of the three. Please.
Don't test me. I'm no fool. I'll count down. 1.
At least he doesn't make me do it myself.
2.
1 question for the GM.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah.
Yeah. What?
Yes.
No.
The question. Yeah. What's the question?
Say someone is grievously injured, almost, or technically like will die in a very short amount of time. Is it possible to embrace them before and like so if someone is gunshot wound?
Well, if they don't die like the immediate,
yeah,
of course you have a chance to do that.
So we need to make her not shoot them in the head, and one of them at the very least.
She says 1, 2.
Trust me, he says, and he goes up and leans in. He kisses Miss Fairchild. Please let me remember. Please. No. Okay. Can we try reverse psychology?
Not in the face.
No. Because then she will shoot in the face. We have to do this reverse psychology. Not through the heart, please.
Because she was like aiming at Amber's head. And now she's like, oh, so it's this one you care the most for. Back off. She snarls at you. It's almost like the essence around. Obviously, she flickers in our reality. And if you guys remember Hunter and you remember a specific wraith boy.
Okay, here's what he's going to do. He's not going to be able to dominate her in any way that matters, but what he can do, maybe push her enough not to shoot in the head. That's the gamble as. So that's the only thing. So he's going to try to use the level 2 power to do that. Get her to like just lower her gun a little bit so he doesn't shoot her straight in the head. And the head. So we're going to try to do that. What he says. And he's not going to do it by not making her not do it. He's going to do it by saying, the heart.
Sort of the heart.
Yeah. Like because it's gonna be hard to hit the heart. So that's gonna be hard. So I can see if I can just.
If you get 3 or more, I'll be lenient. You thought I was bad with you, Mariana?
Oh, got 3 exactly.
Well, then it benefits you, actually.
Okay. And then he says, I'm so sorry, mother. And he leans forward again. Trust me, Elizabeth. Save her. And he points to Amber. Spare her. And he kisses the forehead of Elizabeth.
For some mysterious reason, JJ outside in the car, she doesn't see the horror or hear the horror inside the manor. Ophelia Marie Masters manor. Now, Christopher Masters manor. Christopher see the muzzle moves to the back of Elizabeth, sitting there with almost milky blue eyes staring at you. You can see in the corner eye a tear. They're very present. What hits you in the face is like it startles you, you know it's coming, but the blood spatter and the blood smoke as the bullet rips through her chest. She convulses.
I catch her.
No, she's tied to the chest, so she limps over. Yeah. After she does that, she just literally points at your mother's head and shoots straight through the temple. You automatically do a rise check, and you automatically also take a stain in this.
Oh yeah. If I just get away with one, that's one now. It's gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse. I guarantee you, it's gonna get worse. A roll check, yeah. Let's see. No, he gets hungrier.
The blood is in your mouth. It's in your nose. It's in your eyes. It's all over you. In slow motion, you see this creature that is Nikita. She walks around and she smiles. She leans down, like she's sitting with her hands on her knees, and she looks at you as you look at your mother and Elizabeth. You're never gonna get rid of me. When you're happy and when you love someone, that's when I'm gonna come back. You might not see me tomorrow. You might not see me for 5 years, 20 years. When you think you have forgotten about me, I'll be back and I'll burn your goddamn world, piece of shit.
Don't worry. It's not me that you'll be see. No, the last thing you'll see was something completely different.
You see her legs elevate off the ground, and she blitzes, and you hear her scream like she's in pain, like she screams like her soul is so twisted, so broken, so wrong, so wraith.
It's your master that I want.
She flickers in and out, and then boom, she's gone.
And then he
jumps all over Elizabeth.
And he probably needs to drain her for the last blood out of her far quick, but he can't drink it because he won't give it any substance. He spits out, and then he just rips, like the beast of him comes out, like claws, the fingernails become more like claw-like, and he rips. He just bites and he rips his whole wrist open, just tear into it, and he holds it over her, and he, come back to me. Come back to me. And he's like crying blood.
Yeah, he whispers into the other world. Maybe she hears it, maybe she doesn't. Your mother's dead. If Amber's okay or not, who knows? I am unsure, but I'm going to stop it here.
Pretty steep season cliffhanger.
I mean, if we give her more time, she's just going to fuck with us more.
What Marianne said.
Because these events will change the city of Boston forever. It will change the characters and how they will be in season 3. I think this is appropriate. How they are and where we start season 3 will also be a bit of a surprise.
But that's going to take some time.
We're going to have a little bit of a break because some of us needs to do something.
Sorry.
Well, it's congratulations. I don't know if are we allowed? Shall we say? Is it okay? No?
I mean, she's practically like out of me. So yes, I think it's okay.
My honest having a baby.
Not a monster. I hope.
Not like my babies. My babies.
No, I not the birth you wanted yesterday.
No, she's gonna have a nice, lovely baby, and because of that, we have to have a decent break, not forever break, but she needs a minute to be a mummy.
Yeah. But don't you worry, we have plans.
We have all sorts of fun things that's going to happen. We're doing other games.
And I can't be part of it.
There will be some new faces. And all that will be revealed shortly. But don't worry. Season 3 is happening. Absolutely for sure.
Definitely happening.
It's definitely happening. You already see it. I've done artwork. One thing. More to come.
And I will probably be more of a hormonal crying person at that time. Ugh.
Yeah, did I laugh too loud?
So I'm just gonna paint the last little scene so we can visualize where they are. As Sean, in dog form,
is pacing
the Fenway. Pacing with the park. Actually, hopeful maybe. Perhaps.
Seems like there's a future.
Where he thought he had none. Shiv is sitting in her room, listening to the noises and smelling the magic in the air and the blood. But she doesn't know that beside her sits someone she loves, desperately wanting to touch her and say it's okay. Whispering in her ear, I would have done the same. Chris is sitting in the Freedom Master's estate, cradling Elizabeth, praying that it was enough. And that's it. That is it. The fat lady has sung for this season.
It's been emotional.
It's been very
couple of days.
And we could have done this forever because my players they do so many cool, interesting things. And but at one point, I have to say this is where it has to stop because the Vengeance storyline is sort of kind of over, and now the city storyline begins.
Other Vengeance storylines.
City building.
But yeah, of course. Oh, no, there's going to be one last cutscene. I almost forgot. As end credits, like in a Marvel movie.
Yeah.
He doesn't know how long he's been in the murky, dirty water until out of a pipe he falls into a black pool. Barely conscious, barely clinging on to life, not really understanding what he is. He drifts into something cold and scaly that carries him to shore. Baby girl, what did you find for Mummy? A child? Sweet boy, you're broken. I know they don't want you, but Mummy does. She lifts him up and sits on her throne and exposes her morbid breast. Suckle, little one. Mummy loves you. End credits.
That was over the top.
How long have you been nurturing that? Or how long will you be nurturing? No.
It's a
forever.
It's like a very motherly theme, I feel.
Remember, everyone. Remember, children. A vampire is forever.
This is true.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave you with that, and it's a lot of cliffhangers and a lot of what ifs, and I promise you this will all make sense in season 3. And I'm horrible.
This is
we
true.
love you.
Don't hate me.
We love you.
I'm nice.
Sometimes.
I try. This season 2 has been bananas and amazing, emotional, exciting, thrilling, everything. I have the best freaking players on the planet, and I'm so freaking lucky to be able to do this with such amazing people.
And guys,
Marianne, you will be missed in your mommy break, but I know you will be back.
I'll be your number one fan. Just yeah.
But
so Kim and Heidi, watch out.
Yeah, and also please stay tuned to see what fun stuff we're going to be doing in the break between season 2 and 3, because we're not going to be on the lazy side. We're going to do some stuff, and I get a break. I'm not going to be in the driving seat. I'm just gonna fuck shit up as a player.
But also we are going to squeeze in another behind the screen episode.
Please, questions, comments, anything you can think of that you want to ask us. We love it. We're not narcissists.
Topics that we want to discuss. Yeah.
All of that, because we're definitely doing
favorite scenes from season 2. Please comment those.
Freaking hell.
Yeah.
Should they have done different in scenes? Should I have made different rulings? All of it. We're here for it. We love it. Please do it. And to you, and you know who you all are who have been following us. And I know it's not for all to comment, and that's completely okay. But for all the love and support in every form that you choose, it means the world to us. That someone actually take time out of their lives to see what we, 4 weirdos in Norway, playing in English, decided to play in
5. She's been here. She's been here for 9 months. So
you're gonna spend so much money on psychotherapy.
She already knows us. We're aunties and uncles.
Yeah.
But yeah, we thanks. Big
from the bottom of our hearts.
Bottom of our hearts. Thank you for everything, and stay tuned to what happens next.
Yeah. It's not.
I don't know.
It's not that far off, I think.
I don't know. I get a break. I get a break. And I'm gonna be one of the player bitches.
Yeah, she'll move her head to another part of the screen, and say other stupid stuff.
Yes.
And do stupid stuff.
And then I have to pay the consequences of my stupid shit. Awesome. All right. Well, thank you guys. And that's it. That's all she wrote. And see you in the next project.
Bye for now.
And good luck to Mariana. Well, we'll see you behind the screens, but good luck. I love you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.